Yeah, attempt number 2, pretty much. Pretty much. No way to avoid a large amount of falling damage there, I would think. Alright. Now I gotta find a way to pick off these skeleton bros, and hopefully I do have enough damage. Okay. Thankfully, my absurd amount of stamina might just make this possible. Just have to keep an ear out for Nito's death cry from above. Or really from below, actually. Stay away from Nito while I take care of his ads. I guess they're not technically ads if they were just here from the beginning. Like, he's not spawning them or summoning them. Let's just say minions, then. What's this? Oh, my. Paladin equipment. Probably be too heavy for me, but it's nice to have around. And you know, you're big and you're slow. That's my advantage here. I can try to lure you away from your minions and slaughter them to death so they don't bother me anymore. Will you come for me, skeleton, rather than letting Nito do your dirty work, which is really your job since you're the minion? Ah! Oh well, didn't hurt that much. There we go. That's probably all the divine weapon that I need. Now let's see if I can take on the big boy. Yeah, I can hurt him quite a lot. Of course I can. I have the weapon of the embodiment of demise itself. The Reaper. Shit. Gotta back up, gotta back up, gotta back up. Ah! Yeah, completely my fault. I backed myself up into a corner. No bueno. So once you get rid of the minions, this is not too bad, actually. There's been much more difficult boss fights with the boss in and of himself. Yeah, this is almost done. Second attempt. Just had to go through the machinations of getting a weapon that would keep his minions down. Badursh, mofo! Lord Soul. Isn't it supposed to be like a Lord Shard Soul? Something, something? Huh. Oh yeah, that's great. There's a bonfire here. Is there anything else interesting? I'll set up the bonfire, but is there anything else interesting in this cavern? I doubt it, since I got that paladin armor. So this is 4 of the super bosses that Frampton wanted me to kill. I do not recall who the 4th one was. We got the 4 kings, Seath, and now Nito, and I don't remember who else. I recall these characters were mentioned during the opening cutscene of this game, but yeah, sorry, I don't remember the 4th one. Okay, now that I've got 2 stat points worth of souls, I can test my idea from before. Would 2 points of dexterity increase my damage further? And yes, it does. It does. Oh, but it's so little. It is so little. It's like 1 point on everything. Yeah. So you really wouldn't want to spend more on that until everything else was pretty well up there as well, right? It's going to be a while until I hit the maximum stamina, because I've got a stamina boosting item. Yes, I equipped one of the Rings of Favor and Protection. I'm ready to commit to never take it off, because the buffs it offers are really good. And up goes number 3. Dun, dun, dun. Another Lord fed to the flame. You know, thinking on it, as hostile as the Tomb of the Giants was, it actually kind of showered you with white titanite. Like the Butter Knight dropped it, you pick some up off of a corpse. The pinwheels in the baby skeleton cave would drop it profusely. Especially if you had your item discovery turned way up. So it's almost as if the game would understand that you're probably, especially in your first run, you're probably not doing a faith-based build, and you may need some tool. Not really a weapon, but so much as a tool to keep the skeletons dead in Nito's chamber. Now, of course, they could have just, you know, let the skeleton stay dead in the first place, because, technically speaking, there was no necromancer in that chamber. They classed Nito himself as being the necromancer, so the skeletons would revive, I'm guessing. So it's just it's a puzzle, almost. It's a puzzle where you know what the solution is. You got to keep the skeletons dead, but you don't really know what the keyhole... I'm going the wrong way. You don't really know what the key for the lock is going to be. You need a divine weapon. Now, I know probably people with even moderately more experience than me could have done that boss fight, even without keeping the skeletons dead. But I certainly couldn't. I had to keep those skeletons dead. But once you do have that key for the keyhole, once you do have the little technical method of keeping the skeletons dead, the boss fight actually becomes kind of easy. So let's take stock of the Lord fight so far. So one of them was about being a DPS hose. The other was about... Where's my bow? There we go. The other was about walking near and then walking far, then walking near, then walking far after destroying a primordial crystal. And then the final one that we've touched so far was just about keeping some skeletons dead. So I'm somewhat tempted to say that the Lord boss fights so far have been a little bit gimmicky. But even if that's true, a gimmick is not always a terrible thing. It really isn't. It's just whether the gimmick is overused. I have no problem with boss fights being puzzles, basically, that you need to solve. And that's alright. That's totally fine. There's much worse things that a game could do. Like, just one-shot you immediately as soon as you step into a boss chamber. I'm not exactly a fan of the fact that some of these boss chambers apparently are requiring you to take damage to get into them. Like the little drop, the fall. But, that you had to take to get into Nito's boss chamber. I don't know if there's a way you could get in there, like, avoiding taking falling damage, but... It's Dark Souls. There's gonna be some dick knobbery. What are you gonna do? Man, I forgot how much of a pain it was to navigate around this place. I wonder if there's a quicker way back to Quelaag's domain that I'm forgetting about. Back again in the realm of Ceaseless Discharge, the most disgustingly named mid-boss ever. You ever wonder if this is one of those games where, like, everything is some kind of a sexual metaphor? Like Silent Hill 2? Not only do you have the hideous parasitic infection on your backs, but you're all praying to something. Hell, if I believed in a god and I had a hideous parasitic infection on my back, I'd probably be praying too. Because that is a pretty horrid existence. It's really terrifying. It especially terrifies me that there's actual parasitic bugs who do that to other bugs in the real world. Wow, you are far too aggressive for your age. You were just barely born and you're already trying to kill everything in sight. Yeah, my weapons are not great for dealing with you maggots, so off I go. Now here's the question. Did I truly see this place from the Giant's Tomb? And is that it up there? bad guys actually standing in the lava? Holy crap, there are. You look like the miniature version of the Doom Hell Knights. Oh. I really doubt the game's ever going to give me a technique by which to traverse lava, so let's not do that. UD Magma Walker. The light wall came back. I wonder then if the game thinks of Ceaseless Discharge as truly just being a boss and not a mid-game point, because yeah, the light wall did not fade. Did I go in here? I don't think I did. May have just walked right up. Oh, it's just a different way of approaching Ceaseless Discharge. Actually, speaking of which, this may be the only way I can destroy Ceaseless Discharge. I don't want to cheese him to death just yet. But I know the instant I step out there, I get one shot. There's no avoiding that attack. I don't think. That's no cover. Can I just walk past? Dude, are you alright with that? Can I run? You're not attacking me. Huh. Oh, well, now you are. I can't get behind this little place, so, shiz. I'll take a look at that armor when I'm not in sudden danger of death. Oh, I see. You can punch the ground, and hopefully it kills me. You see, I'm running away so fast that I don't see what you're doing, but I know I have to... And that time I don't see what you're doing because your arm beat my head off in one shot. So maybe I have to be close so that you don't, like, breathe fire at me like you did that first time? Do you always hit in the same place? Is that a thing you do? Ow. Oh, I survived that somehow. Ow! That's alright. If your arm stays in place long enough, I may actually have enough time to off you. Oh, almost. Yeah, I guess I have to wait until you're... running! Just dodging like crazy because I don't have one effing idea what I'm doing. Ah. I really should not have survived that one attack that brought me down to like 2 health. I shouldn't have done that. Wait, so you were a Truon boss? Huh. Yeah, so I survived that fight just through sheer numbers, basically. Ceaseless Discharge was the source of the heat? What? How does anything ever make sense? What the butt? That's... That's not how Pyroclastia works. Oh, video games. Well, in any case, let's look at this armor I got. Gold-hemmed black hood. I guess I should full on just compare it to my normal stuff. Yeah, not really surprising. Better, but heavier. Actually, not really better, but if I upgraded the crap out of it, it would probably be better. Is there something special about this set? Oh my. Yeah, so it does. Does indeed. Fire defense is especially nice, which actually could be very useful in this place. So, I wonder then if I, like, lose my dodge roll if I equip it. Whoa. This is actually not... This is not tremendously ugly. I mean, it is, but by this game standards... Why aren't you wearing shoes? Does this armor set say that you don't get to wear shoes? You know, it needs upgrading, but I might try it out for a bit. Because I think it it fits the Grim Reaper vibe of swinging this scythe around pretty well. It just looks far too silly to have a Grim Reaper in bare feet. Yeah, I guess that takes care of the aesthetic sense of this armor set. Just seeing my bare feet flip up in my face over and over again is not fun. And you know what? I'm not sure the higher stamina regen is even worth it. I'm really sick of looking at that Mask of the Child, and it's kind of lame, I realize, to make armor choices based on aesthetics, but so long as I don't need the stats, like need the stats in any given scenario, then I don't think I want it. I don't think I want to do it. I know the makers of this game would think that making any kind of equipment choice based on aesthetics is lame and dumb and not something that real gamers would do, but fuck it. This armor set, while not traditionally beautiful, is something that, like, for this game's engine, I think looks pretty slick. It is the best looking thing that I've seen that you can put on your character thus far in this game. But now, back to genuine business. How dangerous are these devil dudes? These, Tauruses? Dude. Oh, you are like twice my height, so that's pretty scary. But I've seen your moveset before, man. I've seen attacks just like yours. You're not much different from the Golden Giants in Anor Londo. You're a little bit faster and more aggressive, but really not special otherwise. Although your aggro distance is much longer. Holy crap. I gotta be careful or I'll aggro more than one of you at a time. I might be able to handle that. Ow. Ow. I've not figured out my new dodge roll yet. Yeah, you're much more aggressive. So I have to be more aggressive. Badoosh. Yeah, let's bring you out here one at a time. Yeah. So just because of your speed and aggro, you are significantly more dangerous than the Golden Knights, but if I can two-shot you, it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah. Your aggro range goes for miles. Yep, 2 fierce attacks and down you go. As long as I can keep you out one at a time, it's actually pretty easy to deal with you. Because if you're dead, and there's no one else slashing at my bottom at the time, I don't have to worry about stamina regen. Ow! If you jump back, though, that completely undoes my plan. Now, what interesting things portend in this land of flame? In this region of molten land? Huh. So, can I survive lava for any period of time? Like, can I tank through that? Maybe I could, if I temporarily equipped the Pyromancer equipment that has really good flame resistance, which I just put in the box, so, oh well. I'm really near a bonfire, so F it. Oh my. I died, but a Chaos Flame Ember. I've seen that there's an upgrade tier for weapons called Chaos, which I'm not pursuing at all. Because it looks like it scales based on your soft humanity, which, eh. Whoa. The Taurus has stayed dead. Damn. This game is flippin' random as balls as to what enemies stay dead and which ones don't. Like, the same class of enemy in different parts of the game will respawn or not. Like, I won't even mention the Butter Knights. Let's say the tall black tower shield knight that I first encounter in the parish, and it stays dead there. But another one of his ilk you see in Sen's Fortress, and it respawns there. It's so whack-job random, there's no way you could know, other than just, you know, rubbing your face on this until you micro-memorize everything. But whatever, it's not as if having something not spawn really hurts me. It's okay. I didn't need to be human anyway. I seem to recall somebody mentioning that using the dark wood grain rings flip through lava would help quite a bit. Oh, God, yes it does! Holy crap! I took so much less damage that way. Wow, those extra invincibility frames really do the trick. So, how many items is this game gonna hide behind lava walls? You don't have to get it. You don't have to hurt yourself. You just want to because you're a piece of shit who does whatever the game designer wants you to do. That's another Capra Demon, isn't it? GJ game. Alright, fine. I killed one of you when my stats were way worse. Let's do this again. I remember how your moves work. Ah, I can two-shot you as well, so no biggie. Man, I never knew how much I would come to love a shieldless build. Well, I still have the shield, but not using it for defense. The good old Grass Crest Shield's going to become my truest ally in this trying time. The Spider Shield served me well. It really did. And for all I know, I'm going to come up with some unavoidable fire damage that I will definitely want its defense for. Because I think it's the best shield I've got for dealing with fire. I guess those environs is where I'm headed. This whole branch of the game that I haven't explored yet. There absolutely must be one of the last of the 4 lords down here somewhere. That would have, if I was a little bit more reckless, or if I just had been randomly walking a little bit more to the right, that would have dropped me off into the lava. And I would have died! Lots of Capra Demons. This game, oh my god, a fuck ton of Capra Demons. This game really loves to recycle boss enemies and throw them at your face again. I really don't want to take on more than one of you guys at a time. Are you going to stand still? Nice. Well, my dexterity is very high, so even from a great distance, I'll do damage with a bow and arrow. I don't give a shit. I'm picking you off the easy way. I really don't think I can take on multiple Capra Demons. Look, you either come to face me 1v1, in which case I will put the bow away, or you sit there and die. Because I'm not going to face more than one of you at a time. What am I hearing? I hear something. Like running lava. Is this floor going to collapse? This floor's totally going to collapse, isn't it? Oh, I will deal with you guys first. and then make the mistake of trusting the floor. This totally seems like it's going to collapse out from under me. I must be hearing a lava flow or something. See, when I only have to deal with one of you, I will absolutely play the fair way. Ow. Also, god damn it, frame rate, why are you so terrible? That's not a Capra demon. Is that a... Oh, it's some kind of wall worm. It does not look to be the same kind of creature as the stray demon. I'm not above doing this. You guys are the assholes, don't judge me. I'm talking to the demons, dear viewer, not to you. You're actually quite nice for watching me shoot arrows at a guy. Only 900 souls? Was I expected to come down here like 10,000 times sooner than I did? What? Oh. Like a stone gargoyle thing? What are you? Well, you're dead, that's what you are. There's some Kaizo trap just waiting around the next corner. I know there is. You think you could hide an item from me by putting it in a little ground pocket underneath the staircase where Harry Potter lives? And that's not an exciting prize. I can buy green Titanite shards by the pound. That is partially how I upgraded my Divine Falcon. Thought you'd be an enemy, because you look like the statue thing I just killed. Oh, nice. Bonfire. I'm betting that over there is the entrance to a true boss arena, and if so, I'll probably want to kindle that bonfire. But let's be certain before I spend the humanities. Why are statues attacking me? What are your attacks even? I mean, I guess if I never find out, just because I'm instantly slashing you to death, that's all right by me. Urgh. That's why they call me the Reaper. It's because I work at McDonald's. And I kill a lot of people through high blood pressure and obesity. You suck. No Tauruses allowed. Ah, I do have to fight one of you. Feisty. Why are you clinking off the ground like that? Is your body made out of metal? Good Christ. Is there nothing this mighty death machine cannot slay? Ah, people were absolutely right to suggest this, this scythe to me. If I can get by with not having a shield, it is a really killer weapon. But when you get right down to it, up to a certain point, a shield is kind of a crutch for a lot of playstyles anyway. I'm not saying it's bad for all playstyles. Like, I know a guy who likes to go with a full Havel build with his tower shield and the dragon tooth and what have you. It is valid for some higher levels of play, but not for mine. It's a crutch. That's all it is. It's just a crutch. It's me sitting there waiting for an enemy to attack. And yes, if I can take an attack on the face, then that puts me in close where I can do a counterattack. But it takes my stamina. Oh man, how many of you guys are there? What? Was that a glitch? Did I just fall through the earth for no reason? That totally seems like it was a glitch. I'm gonna be stuck down here now, aren't I? Mother butt pulp. Ah! Yep. Totally glitched. This is not a hard brush. You're not supposed to be able to come down here. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, so dear viewer, I have video evidence twice now on camera. Once with the Iron Golem and now with this. This game is kind of buggy as balls at times. I know if I go out into the Great Void there, I'll probably die and then not be able to respawn. Although, maybe I can very safely kind of make my way down here and get that item, whatever it is. Oh, you're not supposed to be able to come down here because this is a hard brush. Despite there being nothing here, I can't walk past it. I wanted to go get that item. Is there no way out? Yes, I'm totally trapped here. Thank God for Homeward Bones. From Software. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It just adds to the hard experience, right? Bullshit. See if I can kill you without falling through the floor. Because unless I'm mistaken, it was actually your attack that glitched me through the ground. God. Awful. You know, this reminds me of that one game that everybody talks about when pushing their PC hardware to the limits. Crysis. The first Crysis. The PC exclusive Crysis. Oh, god damn. No, I'm not playing by your stupid rules. Think I'm gonna get trapped by you, dick knobs? No. Fuck you. I'm far more worried about falling through the floor than I am dealing with your stupidity. I have got all of the arrows, and I will shoot your butts to death. Crysis's final boss fight had you standing out on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, fighting a massive alien ship with a handheld nuclear weapon launcher. And as awesome as that sounds, and indeed it was conceptually, the game was glitchy as fuck, and you would keep falling through the floor of the flight deck and falling into the lower levels of the ship. I hope they ended up fixing that later on. I don't know. I didn't really play Crysis all that much after that, because it was annoying as balls having to play with a game that doesn't work. Look, it's really impressive and all how you guys would fall down like two on either side and try to trap me together. It's actually quite clever on your part. Like that scene from Jurassic Park. Clever girl. But if the formation is loose enough to let me roll out and then shoot you to death with arrows, well, your inability to move really is a tactical shortcoming. So I just don't know how you live with yourself. Except wait, you don't. You just die. Mimic YN? Actually, the chain is kind of buried in the ground, so I can't tell if that's a mimic or not. So let's do it the safe way. Ah, nice. Large flame ember, and that must be for forging fire weapons. Whatever that item... There's, yeah, an item down there on that plot of ground, but I definitely cannot get to it safely from where I am. Now, this grand entryway is very likely to be a boss. Or so my intuition tells me. And how are there not 90 more of those damn huge worms just spawning up out of nowhere? Oh, that's what you do, huh? You breathe fire. Well, color me less than impressed. But I wonder if you statue people are going to be a foreshadow to whatever the boss is going to be. Capper demon. I cappered your mom. Come on. 1v1 me I don't like saying that word. I hope we can undemonize the word, but there's just so much pain and terror attached to it. Ow. What? Stop dodging. That's my job. That's it, huh? You know, there are several enemies that I can slaughter en masse to get money souls. So, it's not really easy to excite me with just soul items anymore. Although, Money Souls sounds like the name to one hell of a sequel. It's a Dark Souls style game that's all about smart financial management, making sound investments, getting good returns on your money back. Huh. Well, let's go the way that definitely isn't a boss first. If I even can. Oh yeah, over here. What is this unusually cold and musky place? I can walk down there. Absolutely whack job, nothing over here. This game is really fond of empty level architecture. Dare I say it, this place seems very hollow. And these roots are no doubt here specifically to block my path. Oh. Even though I could obviously walk under and to the left of this, but no. I can see the level design goes nowhere, and that's got a clip brush on it anyway, so... No dice. I'll say it twice. No dice. Oh my. You look like kind of monstrous wood ticks or something. Will you too spawn unlimited? Like the skeleton babies did? Why are you running away from me? Uh-huh. Yeah. I gotta get on the other side of that, wherever that is. This is therefore one very large exit pipe. So how does one get over there? Is it possible to very deftly roll down onto that? I'll probably kill myself if I try and fail. Ow! When in doubt, jump it out. Cross that chasm. And other sexual euphemisms. Is that all? Game, it is too late to treat money souls like a prize. Give me something real, man. You know, it's actually really fortunate that there's no magic bar in this game. No MP bar. Because if there were, they'd have to have MP restorative items like Spice in the last game. And if that were the case, I would be repeatedly making jokes about deodorant. Demon Fire Sage. Oh my. You look like... Ah, okay. Yep, the game's always very fond of these large AoE fireball things. Dying really hard. Yeah, I can hurt you fairly well. Do you have similar AI to the Stray Demon? Seems like you might. Which means I should get up and close, not stay far away. Yeah, you totally do, don't you? It means if I can stay behind your butt, then I should be in good shape. Ow! Yeah, you just are a Stray Demon. You're just fire elemental is all. I mean, more fire elemental than the other Stray Demon was. Well, thanks, game, for just giving me a boss for free, basically. Well, that's great and all. But what I really need is a lord. Oh, and this person sitting over here just totally reminded me. I forgot to let the guy loose from the Duke's archives. I gotta go back and do that. Oh, you're just a statue. You're not an NPC. Well, I mean, you are an NPC, but you're the kind that dies. That's really weird. At this point, I would expect the game to pull out some weird, wicked, new, unusual challenge that I'd have to spend 10 attempts just to learn how it works. Not to give me another boss that was basically the same as the boss I'd fought before. Colored me surprised. Maybe that is the game's way of surprising me. It surprises me by being, like, kind of easy at some point. Ow. Easy, said UD right before he got his face melted off. Soul of a brave your mom. You're an enemy, aren't you? No, but you sure look like one. Ooh. An elevator, I think. But unto where'n does it goeth? Well, I can always take it back if it turns out I'm right. Wee-hee-hee. You're gonna elevate me right into a ceiling full of spikes. Ah, I see, I see. This is what gets me back to Quelaag's land. Alright. Well, good. So I can go take a rest at the bonfire I just kindled. 40. Is that the soft cap on endurance? I think it might be. I mean, I know the soft cap is the level to which your stamina will no longer increase. It's hard to tell because I have at least one item that's increasing my stamina. I know the basic limit of stamina is 160. That's cool how stepping on the button has a little ring of demon magic around it. Ah, particle effects. Making things prettier and flashier for the last 20 years. Oh shit, that's a pit. Yeah, that just drops me right back into the boss chamber I was just in, and that's quite a fall, too. I don't know how much that would go on my health bar. Oh, and that's even more of a fall, so I'm not doing that. Ah, don't get crushed by an elevator, you stupid prick. UD. Well, there's another path down here that I didn't take. Oh, shit! God damn. And is that another light wall? Yeah, this should be the path down here that I didn't take. I want another bonfire. Hot cheese. Man, this game is really stacking bonfires up on each other this late in the game. Really makes me wonder if I wasn't intended to come here sooner. So there... Wait, did I... Yeah, this is the... No, this isn't the place. It looks like the same chamber, but it's not the same chamber that had that impassable door. Yeah, because the little fire ticks aren't here. This will have another clip brush on it. Yep, not meant to go that way. So this must have the fourth of the lords, I suppose, I hope. Because this area of the game hasn't been surprising with its difficulty. It's been surprising with its ease. Maybe just because I'm far more powerful than I should be. So this has to be a boss. Well, not always. Like opening the doors in Anor Londo, or New Lando didn't give me a boss. What are you? Huh? A wall-climbing, fire-spewing, four-headed dragon thing? Oh my. You can traverse the lava, of course, without being hurt. God, so many moving wiggly bits. It must have taken ages to design. Centipede demon. Alright, so I have basically no room to move, so this is going to be fun. And you're large, and you can probably cover the whole arena in a single swing. Also, the frame rate's going to shit because this game is well optimized for PC. Huh. Yeah, I can dodge those punches. But, it's hard to get enough of a... Ow! It's alright, there's a bonfire like 10 steps away from here. God, this is really visually poor. Huh, so you get up close, but you can also stomp. Okay, I'll have to take a few attempts to figure this out, probably. Attempt number 2, I guess. Whoa! I was just slashing like crazy and I cut off one of your arms. How high up do you jump? Jesus! What? What, game? What is even happening? I was just dodge rolling and slashing, and that's all I did, and the frame rate is so terrible that I had a hard time telling what was even going on. But I got a ring out of that. Orange? Yeah, this is it. Oh, reduces lava damage. Huh. I see. It's really intended to be like a technical item, similar to our Artorias' Covenant. Yeah. So how much does it reduce lava damage? Let's try it. Well, oh wow. Almost to nothing. This is a lot like getting the fire cape in La Mulana. Ah, which means I can get over here now. Holy shit, that's badass. I can run over fire and my feet are on fire, but it's not even hurting me that much. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, it's like 5 hit points per step. That's not bad at all. I can deal with that. If this isn't a fake wall, nothing makes sense. It isn't. Huh. How even should I be alive? Since a ton of stamina isn't necessary down here, this may be the one case in which the healing shield is actually of use. And yet another bonfire. Man, this game is really laying them on thick. Alright, let's see if I was right. Yep. 40 is the soft cap. So now it's time to just boost my health into the stratosphere. The shield isn't even keeping my hit points level, but it is slowing the drain. So it'll fortify my Estus just slightly. Well, not fortify my Estus, complement my Estus just slightly. Is that yet another zombie dragon? I see some large penis-like thing wiggling in the distance over there. Yeah, that looks like another zombie dragon. Alright. Won't go there just yet. Lost Izalith. Huh. Wow, looks like there's multiple dragons here. Hot damn. Hot damn, haha. Said UD, being the funniest purveyor of dad jokes in all the land. Oh no, you're not a zombie dragon. You're like a fucking zombie dinosaur. Yeah, cheesing alone is the way to kill you, it looks like. Yeah, there's no way in shit I'm gonna be able to fight you face to face. So we gotta do it the easy way, because that's apparently the only way. You have shockingly little health, though. You're like just the lower half of a zombie dinosaur. Like, you have no arms. You're just, like, from the hips down. That's pretty fuck damn gruesome. There can be no way this game intended me to beat you guys without cheesing the shit out of you one by one. Yeah, you're too far away. I'll need to just be unafraid to run to a safe spot. Yeah, you're all so far away. This chamber's huge. You're so far away that I can't expect to aggro all of you out. I'm gonna have to have different safe spots to run to. God, there's a fuck ton of you here as well. Maybe I should just work on not aggroing you. There's like too many of you to deal with. There's like an army of you guys in here. Jesus. But how close can I get? Pretty close, apparently. So yeah, I don't even need to kill all of you. I see a... not really a path back there. Yeah. God, there's so many of you. Yeah, this really looks like an aggregation of an army, like they're going out to war. Do arrows work to expose hidden walls? That seems like the kind of thing arrows would do. Oh, got too close. Got too emotionally invested, now I'm attached. I can no longer be trusted in the sting operation. do lose aggro, which is my saving grace. God, is there like fucking 20 of you guys down here? Jesus. What do I hear? I hear some trap waiting to be sprung. Although this might be a new good place to pick off some of these guys if I have to clear a path out. But if I can just walk past them, then I should just walk past them, because they are, like, time intensive to deal with. There's a side of the structure I didn't look at. Aha, yes. Something in here. I think, yeah, that's not a mimic. Is that it? This whole structure just for some money souls? This game is going jackass crazy with the money souls at this stage. Really far more than is necessary. Yeah, that noise just must be the demon statues. They want to come out and cook my genitals to death. Nope. Guess there's no easy way to deal with this, so down we go and impale myself on a statue. Yeah. Okay, so I can see why there was a bonfire at the start of this area. Because it's fucking enormous and everything here wants to kill you. Oh, speaking of bonfires. So do I need to get to the far end of this arena? Yeah. Just kind of wandering down here. I don't know where my objective is. I was not up in that structure before. Huh. Yeah, this must be where I need to go. Yeah, this is probably where I should get my stamina back. Don't know yet, though, if the lava's going to stay away for now. Ah, yes. The one thing that can undo a great scythe is a root in the ground that's too big to walk over. Or even jump over. I guess stamina doesn't matter that much when you're one-shotting everything. I saw another one over here. Come on. Nothing of interest? Just a lot of dudes to kill? And how could I have gotten that? I can explore the premises out a little bit more thoroughly when the time calls for it. This is what you usually think when you think of a scythe. Killing animate statues. You guys are like super pathetic compared to some of the more annoying enemies I fought elsewhere in my travels. You guys are not threatening at all. Those were the death dogs that I couldn't even get close to without getting my entire body chopped off. Ugh. Everything is gross. Nope, it's probably a clip brush there. It's something you could just step onto. You shouldn't even need to jump, but no, you can't even jump on it. There's another way intended to get over there. It might even be up here for all I know. Everything here is so monumentally screwed up visually that it's kind of hard to know where you're supposed to go. Just have to explore, explore, explore. Have I seen your kind before? I feel like not, but my memory's not perfect. Well, hardly matters now. Yeah, I can walk over there from another vector. It's gotta hurt. Rolling face first like that into a bunch of roots that shatter upon impact, that's gotta not feel very good. Yeah, here we are. Worshipping your inanimate buddy, huh? Yeah, I do the same. Ah! Oh, nice. Could always use more of those. Whoa, whoa! Wah! Fire mage? Okay. Oh, and you're wearing the same pyromancer armor. Damn. And you guys do respawn. And you're just very weird. You're not very threatening. Like a brain on tentacles. Japan, you and your fetishes. Yes. So what I saw there was a true blue pyromancer. Who still dies very easily. But is relatively tough compared to a lot of human opponents. Slith Catalyst. Yeah, it's probably very good for fire sorceries or something. I don't know anything. I shouldn't talk as if things are what I know. Look, don't get any attacks off, okay? Just die. Thank you. I really appreciate your cooperation in this endeavor. Chaos Fire Whip, oh my. That sounds quite imposing. And Pyromancy might be nice in that you can tack it onto any build because it doesn't really scale with your stats, but I'm not into the magic, boyo. I'm here to fight demons. And that looks like an arena pass there, so there's probably a boss here. Hopefully this is the Lord I've been looking for all this time. Oh my. Oh my. Quite the slide. Alright, here we go. Whee! And you can steer. There could have been like a slalom section in this game. Oh man. Bed of Chaos. So, are you a lord? Because you certainly have the grand... Ah! You have the grand architecture of one. It's even bigger than Seath's Arena, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Alright, so how would one fight a giant tangle of roots that somehow lives in a lava dimension? I see some, like, fire bubbles behind you. I wonder if those are important. Maybe a gimmick like Seath where you have to break something before the fight begins proper. Doesn't look like you have any massive AoE that will attack me while I'm behind here, so maybe I have a little bit of safety. Probably need to get closer. This really looks important. There was no cinematography pointing me to it, but... Look, I know, this has got to be important. You wouldn't be trying to protect it otherwise. I just knock off some kind of a power source for you? Yeah, I must have. Or did I light you on fire? Holy crap, what is this? Oh my. Some kind of demon soul trying to come out of you. Oh boy. I just made this a whole lot harder on myself, didn't I? Yeah, so that's probably done. Whoa, 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 pits! Goodness, how do I avoid this? Okay, so there's no tiles here, which means this part probably doesn't fall away. Oh god! Should have seen that coming. Attempt number 2, one supposes. Ah, the fire orb stays dead, but the floor repaired itself. That's hilarious. Ah! Okay. So that's where the attempts on this boss are going to come from, right? Is learning how to platform. Attempt number 3. Wow. Fireballs everywhere. Attempt number 6. It's got to be a different way of getting past that guy's hand. It's tricky, though, because you don't know what sections of the floor are going to fall apart. So, try to run around the outside, I guess. Can you reach across the whole arena? Getting close will definitely... Ah, God, so dodge rolls just don't work, do they? Or I was jumping there, and that's why. Yeah, I don't have my frames when I jump. I only have my frames when I dodge roll. Yep, my frames alone saved me there. Fucking hell! So this is it, yeah? This is how this section of the game pops my butt cherry. With dozens of attempts figuring out how to do one dumb thing. Attempt number 7. That was luck, I feel like. It was lucky that I wasn't standing in a position where he could have axed me. Just takes one hit, but you have to get through the twigs first. Also, I hope I didn't just, like, screw myself over by breaking those and releasing the spirit of chaos totally. You're gonna float around the arena now? How will I even hurt you? You can cover the entire room with that. But at least this portion of the boss fight is now probably stuck. I don't have to come in here again, likely. Ow! Stuck just like my charred burning flesh. And that's not going to hurt you. I can't do that. Don't know what I'm doing. Yes, now how the butt do I hurt you? Yeah, so I opened those two fire orbs on the side. I wonder now if I can pick you off from a distance with arrows. I don't know. Should we even call this attempt number 8? Because the boss fight has changed significantly now that I got both of those Firelings dead. Oh man, wow. You can fill the whole arena with fire. Okay. So the floor is just gone. So where do I do damage? Let's just say entry number 9. Too late. I can't get back out to fight you, so sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not meant to attack you from afar. But getting up close gets me clobbered, and also I can't get up close. Do I have to attack you in the hands? Yeah, there's some gimmick to this fight I'm not getting. Wait, there's a path here. Why didn't I see this before? If life has taught me anything, it's that complex structures can emerge when actors are allowed to expend energy. So walking right up here, Kirk appeared. I wonder if he'll do it again. I'm in human mode. There he is. All right, Kirk. Let's see who is better, you or Picard. Literally everyone on the internet has made that joke already, haven't they? You were pretty dickingly easy to kill. Yeah, because of the on-screen message, I didn't even see what I picked up. Ah, a bleeding sword. Not terrible. There's nothing for my build that could possibly be better than what I'm already using, but I could see the appeal of this. All right, entrance number 10. Alright, so yeah, there's a path right below Chaos's chin. The chin of his Woody Willow physical form, that is. And this begs the question of how do I get to it? I might be able to jump. Aha! I am barely competent at doing something sometimes. Oh. So I shouldn't even attack you directly here. I just go in and... There's probably some, like, boss core or something in here I have to kill. Oh! You can cast flame even in your guts, which makes a lot of sense, actually, if you're some kind of fire elemental. What is this? Whoa! The core dies in one hit. Really? That was it? That little grubbin on the ground, that was the boss? Wow. Gimmick fight indeed. With a whopping 60,000 souls. Not bad. Now let's do a little bit of looking around now that the boss is dead. Make sure there's nothing I miss. Oh, nice. There's pieces of root just floating in air now. Did Bethesda design this game? With all the horrifying glitches and everything? Oh, there's no way out, is there? I have to come in the long way, otherwise I just go off into the pit. Alright. Well, I won't come back unless people tell me there's something that's worth finding. So that should be it, shouldn't it? That's all 4 of the Lord Souls. Out we go! Hey, Frampt. Guess what I got? Yeah, it is urgent.
Farewell.
Watch. And thus was the Lord Vessel satiated. The fullness of fire as it symbolizes human warmth. So does this directly open a path to Lord Gwyn? Or do I have some dungeon to go through first? Not going in just yet. Let's go talk to Mr. Frampt first. Now of all times to sleep, man. Okay, fine. I want to go earn just enough souls to get one more stat point anyway, because I'm very close. Oh, yes, and before I forget, I have to go to the Duke's Archives and let this guy out. Again, not because I need to, but just because it's the right thing to do. Kill them all and let Zeus sort it out. What? Where did the sorcerer go? This isn't him, I hope. Did he die because I waited too long to get him? Oh man, a Firekeeper soul. So... Huh. Can I use this soul to resurrect the Firekeeper, or does it have to be the same one that... Huh. Well, I guess we can find out. Yeah, the sorcerer's really gone. Huh. I wonder if he's dead now because I neglected to save him for so long. But I wonder if that is a requisite for spawning the Firekeeper soul. Maybe it wasn't. I don't recall if that soul was in there. I guess I had to be that particular soul. Oh, so much for rezzing this person, I guess, and I guess I'm going to get +4 Estus after all. Although I could have had +5 if I hadn't munged it up the first time. Alright, Frampt, I've gotten all 4. Praise me. Nothing?
Very well.
Well, take me down. And then we'll see if there's anything interesting to actually do or say to you here.
Ah, the Lord Vessel is satiated.
Yes.
Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn, the new great Lord.
I don't really want to be a king.
I am King Seeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you, human.
Weirdo.
May you enjoy serendipity, and may the age of fire perpetuate.
Look, even humans don't like humans, so that's very weird of you. But maybe you're like the one unusual person of your species who, like, I love mice. I'm so into pet mice. I love having a pet mouse. I think mice are adorable. There definitely are humans like that. So what now? Does this go straight to Lord Gwyn? How badly am I going to get my nuts handed to me? Huh. Was some of this architecture shown off in the prologue? Kiln of the First Flame. So this is like the Garden of Eden, where God first set foot upon this world and created man. I don't know if I'm going to finish this right now. I don't know how far I have to go, and I've been recording for forever already. But we'll see. What are you Butter Knights doing here? Have you just been sitting here for 10,000 forevers? This doesn't look like a place that's really all that friendly. Man, this place is super bombed out. I wonder if... Yeah, these trails coming off of the objects make me think that there was some, like, huge nuclear level explosion. I just fucking wrecked everything. And we're still seeing the blast patterns from that bomb, however many 10,000 years later. Ah, yes. One of the Butter Knights who has a sword that made me give you your name. got to be the most spooky of the environs that I've set foot in so far. New Londo ain't got shit on this. Like a standing monument to demise. I feel like I'm walking through Chernobyl. Or like a time-frozen version of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Come on. Now's no time to kill me. After all the incredible things I've accomplished, I come to a place that's deadlier than everywhere else I've been. I don't mean that it's imposing of death. I don't mean that it's threatening to kill me. I mean that it's just... yeah, so I can truly be a Black Knight if I wished. I mean that it's very, very dead. Like this place screams of mortem. I feel my very bones chilled. My soul seems to go cold. How would you like to not hit each other for a few years? Sometimes I'm still poor at judging how far my scythe will reach. I'm seeing like one Butter Knight of every weapon style here. Ah! Now's not the time to die. Yeah. I'm being sloppy and lazy because I don't really see these guys as a threat anymore. And if this were the wrecked, destroyed, ancient, bombed-out Garden of Eden, then beyond this wall, I'm betting, would be the Tree of Knowledge. The center of it, where all the chaos started. There you are! Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Ow! With a fire sword. Okay, so what's this boss fight gonna be like, eh? I'm gonna have to learn your moveset intimately if I want to do anything to you. Ow. Yeah, you're gonna kill me pretty effortlessly, I can tell. God, maybe I should have my spider shield. Some fire defense would probably be good here. I haven't got a single hit off on you. You fight something like a Butter Knight, I can see. Just your sword goes for miles, so it's a little bit... Ah, God! You know exactly when to charge up and stab at me. Every time I'm using Estus. Oh, and you can jump from across the arena. Fun. Yeah, you don't give a shit, do you? Jesus. Yep, down I go. Why do I see a Butter Knight right here? Or are you even a Butter Knight? You're a ghost, like a true ghost. I'll probably die if I walk out there, but there is a bonfire right beside me, so... Yep, bye-bye. So who are you? I've seen some artwork that makes you look like you have Artorias' helmet. I wonder if that is indeed you. If you're like the ghost of Artorias. Attempt number 2. The build of having my scythe might not be the best thing here. I don't know. If I learn his moveset really well, I can probably do it. Wow. Yeah. For my first attempt, for my first kill of this guy, I'm pretty certain this scythe thing is not going to work. I need to be able to be in close and defend myself. So, that means there's only one thing to do. The last two Titanite slabs used on maximizing the build that got me through the majority of the game. Attempt number 4? 5? I may have lost count. Let's be humble and say 5. Aha! Takes a lot of stamina, but I can still fight you. I can't turtle too much because every fight... Wow, God! Yep, getting close is harsh. Ow. Ah! Actually successfully used an Estus Flask. Oh, shit! I de-equipped my shield like an idiot. Fuck. This isn't exactly final boss fight music, is it? Just sad piano. Attempt number 8. Mostly just trying to study him. Figure out what his moveset is. Jesus, dude. That noise when I hit you. Are you made out of stone? Do a combo of 4. It depends on how close to you I am, doesn't it? Like, you change how much you combo depending upon my proximity to you. Speaking of proximity, the sword has no range! Need to get used to really being up in your grill to hit you again, which my scythe was not the case with the scythe. Urgh. Ah, truly you have the power of fire. Not learned when to use Estus yet. I can do it. That's not always clear when you're going to back off and when you're going to approach. The further away from you I get, the more likely you are to charge up on me. That's right, you're not smart enough to just navigate around the level architecture, though. Fuck! Thankfully, I have enough stamina to wait out the sun to burn out. Net gain, that's fine. It's a net gain. Yeah, you only really want to combo up if I'm close to you. But really, my best time to attack is if I can get you to whiff on that grapple. Another fighting game language. Yeah, getting you to whiff on that grapple really is my best shot. Which means this is something of an attrition dance. We can attrition if we want to. We can wear your friends out. You know, your sword sounds like one of the bonfires that I've been resting at for this whole game. By the way, do you have hair that I can cut? Because I kind of promised to do that earlier in the LP, and I really don't want to whiff out of my promise. That's right, whiff. That's the new word of the day. The proper word is renege on my promise. That's right. Okay, as long as I don't fuck up, I think I might have a decent stasis now. Yeah, let me get... I'll let you get hit again before I use another Estus. I could have hit him then. Ow. It's alright, net benefit. Very close, although I'd be surprised if he doesn't have some kind of second form or something. Come on, now's not the time to lose. Oh, wow. Okay, is that it? Do I have any more coming? No. Thus fell Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. I'll read this out loud. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods and burned as cinder for the first flame, but even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. I can probably craft his sword with that. Alright, my hands are off the controller so I don't accidentally skip this. Wait, does this mean I have the power of fire, or I'm just going to burn alive? Doesn't look like I'm in pain. It looks like I just have the power of fire. So what will I do with the power of fire? What? I didn't even get to see the end. Okay. Hoping there's something after the credits now. Well, normally when the credits roll on an LP, I talk about my experience. Yeah. There's many parts of this game which could only be aptly described as a bullshit barrier. I'm not convinced otherwise. But the main question we went in with was, can a bullshit barrier be a fun thing? All my bitching in the past, all the gnashing of teeth and complaints and throwing controllers against the floor and stomping on those controllers and then having to spend $60 to get a new controller. I look on that past UD with a little bit of shame and sadness. I shake my head. Because yes, completing a game like Dark Souls, completing a game like La Mulana, beating a bullshit barrier can indeed be a fun thing. Basically, you are spending frustration in the beginning to earn fun. And a lot of the fun comes from after you beat the bullshit barrier, because, oh man, is it ever enjoyable to just run through that shit when you already know all the secrets, when you know the secret dance moves, when you can just flip your middle finger at everything that gave you so much trouble the first time. It feels amazingly cathartic. It is dopamine high at its best. Yes. So yes, a bullshit barrier can indeed be a fun thing. This very sad soundtrack that's playing right now is perfectly complementing how I feel about my past self. Speak a lot of words of complaint, and yet you can't always substantiate it. But don't cry because it's happened. Don't cry because it happened, you know. Smile because it's over, right? The good news in all this negativity is that individuals can change. You can grow up. You can become a more patient and happier person than you were in your 20s. In your fucking 20s. When the you in your 30s looks back on you as a child. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. Life goes on. And the credits have really jittery frame rate issues. You know, even if this game is lauded as a classic that gamers will appreciate for generations to come, the PC port of this game is not optimized well. And since it exists on Steam, you'd think that From could go back and tweak things and make it nicer, but here's the dirty little secret of the gaming industry. Why spend money on an old game when you can make money on releasing a new game? Ah, yeah. Also known as the Call of Duty problem. Well, not the Call of Duty problem. There's a lot of those. So if I don't get some kind of a cutscene or something after the credits, I'm going to be feeling a little bit cheated. Because I'd like to see what my character does with the power of fire. Now, this LP, as any bullshit barrier LP, was a lot of work. And it's good. It's a labor of love. It's fun work, but still. So, I don't know if this completes my LP, but if it does, I'm not immediately moving on to Dark Souls 2. I do intend to do Dark Souls 2 and 3, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break so I can do a victory lap, you know, play Dark Souls privately and enjoy the fun of that. And then I'm also going to go and clean up the DLC in Breath of the Wild, so it'll be a while before you see a Dark Souls 2 thing.
Indeed.
Hmm?
The dark sign brands the undead.
Hmm?
And in this land, The undead are corralled and led to the north.
What the butt is happening? This looks like the beginning all over again. Do I just immediately start New Game Plus?
Where they are locked away to await the end of the
This
world.
does look like the beginning again. Was there any extra ending I could have gotten? Was there anything different? That's me.
This is your fate.
That's me in my black leather armor. I should still have all of my keys from before, right? So a lot of the world should be open to me that wasn't before. Thank you, Mr. Dude, who gave me my Estus originally. Yeah, the game really looks like it's done. I have all of, yeah, I've got all my equipment. Do I have my keys? No! Oh, man. All over again, huh? So this has got to be New Game Plus. Well, I'm definitely not LPing New Game Plus. I don't think I have any genuine enemies to fight here that could really test whether this is New Game Plus or not. I mean, obviously it's New Game Plus, because I don't have my keys, so I have to start the sequencing all over again, but I have all my gear and all my stats. So, that probably finishes the LP. What did you think? I'll put this video up, and people can tell me if there's anything else I could do that would be considered part of the same run. I legitimately suspect not, but meh. So, yeah. Just in case this is the end, I will do my outro. Look, all my bonfire gear is gone too. Damn. Alright, I'll do my outro. This has been Usually Dead playing Dark Souls and beating Dark Souls, I guess? Tell me what you think about what, if anything, there is to do at this point.